Good afternoon. I'm Christina Daly from the Department of ECE, SNS College of Technology. In this lecture series, we are going to discuss about the topic in the error control coding. Before that, we have to know what do you mean by error control coding. Here, suppose if I want to transmit a data, so without noise, I want to transmit the data. So for that, I have to see where the problem gets corrected. So here, the problem identified, it is nothing but the messages. So how the messages gets corrected? Suppose if we are shouting in a megaphone or if we are listening intently, whatever the data that has been transmitted gets corrupted here. So we have to see the empathy part. So we have to understand the user needs. Suppose if there is any digital signal corruption is more than that of the noise, how the noise has been affected. Due to the interference and the signal corruption, the noise has been included. So the main aim of this is we have to avoid the interference and the noise. The real challenge is suppose if we are going to transmit the information, we have to check where the information is missing or changed. Suppose if there is a communication breakdown, whatever the messages we are sending that has not been received, at the same time there will be no way to ensure the correct information. So these are all the challenges we are facing here. For that, we have to improve the message delivery in the noisy environment. So, what are all the steps we have to initiate in order to improve the environment? Is the first one is the redundancy. So, we have to check the message integrity by sending the multiple copies. So, we are adding extra bits. So, these are all the extra bits we are adding and we are ensuring the messages. The repetition, whatever the messages we are repeating, the elements will be reinforces. The next one is the coding technique. So we are going for the advanced techniques in order to minimize the errors. So these are all the things we have to avoid the errors. What is the purpose of the redundancy means? Redundancy is nothing but adding the extra bits, that is sending extra information. Suppose if we added the redundant bits, wherever the noise has been occurred, it will eliminate that. So it allows the recovery from the errors. So that is the purpose of the redundancy. So we have to see where the message has been lost and how the extra bits has been added and how it has been rectified. This is the function of the redundancy. The next one, error detection technique. So why we are going for the error detection codes means we are going to check for the mistakes. We have to identify where the error is occurs. Suppose if there is any mistakes in the documents, automatically the error can be identified. So we have to rectify the errors and we have to rectify as well as and we have to detect the errors. The next one is the prototype. So what are all the things we have to include in the error control model means? The first thing is we have to send the messages, we have to encode the message. So what is the role of the sender means? He will prepare the message for the transmission for encoding the data. Suppose if we are encoding the data, automatically the channel introduces errors. So the noise and errors has been occurred during the transmission, and finally it decodes the messages, and finally the receiver uses the error control technique in order to correct the errors. What are all the types of the noise levels and how the system work has been involved in the different condition means there will be no noise, minimal number of interference, moderate noise, another one will be the high noise. Where we are using this error control coding means that is when we incorporate with the real world applications, we are going for the mobile phones. So we have to maintain the signal integrity in the wireless communication And we are using the hard drives. What is the purpose of the hard drive? Means it prevents the data corruption during the storage. Third one is the CD players. So we have to correct the errors in the music play track. In SATCOM, we are ensuring accurate data transmission over long distance. So these are all the real world applications. So we have seen what are all the what are all the things available related to that of the error control coding. These are all the assessment questions. The main purpose of the error control coding in our digital communication is to detect and correct the errors introduced during the transmission. And parity check code is one of the code which is also known as the forward error correction technique. Thank you.